Not the church. Good morning, John. Are we ready to begin?
Absolutely.
Let's start with this. Because
And good morning, Your Honor. My name is Curtis Fisher, and I'll be appearing for Francisco Olivas, if
Okay.
that's the first one you're calling. Yep.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Olivas, can I have your name, please?
My name's Francisco Olivas.
Yeah, I saw you yesterday. You're now in adult court and you're charged with aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon, aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon, unlawful discharge of a firearm. The attorney that you retained is on, and also minor possession of a firearm. The attorney you retained is online, as well as the prosecutor. Does the prosecutor have a recommendation in this matter?
Judge, the state would recommend a bond of $100,000 in its age. However, the nature of the offense and put the community and especially the victims at risk, and he does face a mandatory prison sentence if convicted.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, the defense is respectfully requesting a release to pretrial services or, in the alternative, a nominal bond. He is under the age of 18. He doesn't have any prior juvenile history. He is not a danger to the community. In this incident, Your Honor, this was a situation where someone approached the defendant's vehicle. Mr. Olivas got out. He didn't know if this other individual was armed. And it's my understanding and belief that he discharged a round, and then there was ricochet, and that's what constituted the facts at issue. He does have significant ties to the community. He's set to graduate later this year. He works full time, and he also has a baby on the way who's expected to be born in 3 months. Given the defendant's age, the fact that his family's present, he's hired counsel, and his lack of criminal history, I understand the facts at issue, Your Honor, but given that there's a valid self-defense claim, I think that a release to pretrial services would be appropriate in this matter.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set the bond at $100,000 and set this matter for a preliminary hearing on December the 24th at 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. I'm ordering you to surrender any firearms if he is released from custody. No contact with any victims. Do not return to the scene of the crime. I know we do have a retained counsel on, but for the purpose of this proceeding, until that notice of appearance is filed with the court, I'll appoint the public defender for the defendant for all further proceedings, subject to a formal filing a notice of appearance. Sir, your next court date is December the 24th at 1:30 p.m. If you post the bond, you will be released, but you must appear in court. If you fail to appear after posting a bond, a warrant could issue for your release, and the bond could be forfeited. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, counsel, for. I want him housed at the adult facility. Thank you. I have to sign a paper for that, right? All right, sir. Good luck to you.
And the bond was 100,000, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
What do you think will be the next one then? Number 2?
Judges.
Okay. Tell us if we have any speakers today.
Speaker. No.
Did we get an answer? Do we have any Spanish speakers?
That's good.
I'm sorry, everybody was speaking. The answer? Okay, thank you. The interpreter can be excused then. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Lindsay? So.
Can I have your name, please?
Quincy Anstead.
I am Judge Hazel. You're charged with disorderly conduct, domestic violence out of the Justice Court. I'm going to release you, give you a new court date of December the 24th at 10:30 in the morning in Justice Court. You must appear at that time. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no acts of domestic violence. I'm directing you not return to the incident location. However, if you do have property at that location, you can return with the police and get any property that you have, but you need to contact them first. So you are being released. Your next court date is December the 24th. You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes,
All right, good luck to you.
thank you.
I'm sure you got that with back. That's fine. Good.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Or good.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with domestic violence assault and preventing the use of 911. I am going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date, December the 24th at 10:30 a.m. in Justice Court here in downtown Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location and you live there, you can contact the police and they will go there with you. So you are being released. Your next court date is December the 24th at 10:30 in the morning here at Justice Court in downtown Tucson. So make sure you make that court date, okay?
All right.
Good luck to you.
Denise?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Denise Wichita.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date, December the 24th at 8:30 in the morning in Justice Court in downtown Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, commit no acts of violence. So on that charge, you're being released. Go on to your other case. You have a case out of the city of Tucson. Let me take a look at that. You have a criminal trespassing charge out of the city of Tucson. I am going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date on that matter of January the 13th, 2026. And that'll be at 9:30 in the morning in Tucson City Court in downtown Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply, including not to return to this location. So you are going to be released on all charges, but you must appear in your future court dates on December the 24th and December or January 13th, December the 24th. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Oh,
Michael?
Yes.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Michael Spivey.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest out of Justice Court first for trespassing. And then you have multiple warrants out of the city of Tucson. Let's take care of the Justice Court matter first. I am going to release you on that matter, give you a new court date of December the 24th at 9:30 in the morning in Justice Court in downtown Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply on that matter, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no acts of violence. You are being released on that case. Let's now take a look at your Tucson City cases. Looks like you have several cases out of the city of Tucson.
I'm quashed. I sent emails to get them quashed.
Well, they haven't been quashed. You have multiple warrants out of the city of Tucson. I'm going to release you on these charges and give you a new court date of January the 20th, 2026.
Yeah.
1:30 PM in Tucson City Court. You need to make sure you go to that court or you'll get new warrants and you could end up staying in jail for a while. But you are being released. Make sure you make your next court dates. Okay?
That's it.
All right. Good luck to you.
Right. And,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Alyssa Stride.
Okay, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on new charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I am going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of December the 18th in Green Valley Justice Court in Green Valley on December the 18th at 8:30 in the morning. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, commit no acts of domestic violence. You must appear in the Green Valley Justice Court on December the 18th at 8:30 in the morning. Going to get a copy of this paperwork. You are being released. Make sure that you follow those release conditions, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Dorian.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Melissa Victoria?
Yeah, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of trespass out of justice court. I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of December the 24th at 9:30 in the morning. In Justice Court here in downtown Tucson.
Okay, I will be there.
Going to be released. You need to make sure that you make that court date.
Yes.
Your release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no alcohol, no acts of violence, and not go to the incident location.
Okay.
You are being released on the Justice Court matter. All right, let's go on to your Tucson City Court matters. You have several warrants out of the city of Tucson. Let's take a look at those. You have warrants out of the city of trespass for paraphernalia and trespassing. I'm going to release you on these warrants. I'm going to give you date of the 13th of January 2026 at 9:30 in the morning in Tucson City Court in downtown Tucson. You must appear at those dates or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're being released on all charges. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
The next one should be
Yes.
the Tucson City.
Hold on. Jessica, hold on. Did they tell you about your Superior Court hold? What? Did they? Your Honor, Jessica does have a Superior Court hold.
Oh, not me, okay.
Okay, but they're seeing her on that independently.
Okay.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jessica Abizo.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have multiple warrants out of the city of Tucson. It looks like you also have a warrant out of Superior Court that they're going to see you independently on. On your Tucson City warrants, what I'm going to do is set your bond at $100 and give you a new court date of the 24th of December at 1:45 with Judge Hale. If you post the bond and are released, you must appear on January the 21st, 2026 at 9 a.m. So your total bond on your city court cases is $100. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Make sure you do post the bond, you do make those court dates, but otherwise your bond is $100. I've also appointed a public defender to represent you. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Editor. So give you big stuff before.
Can I have your name, please?
Edgar Clemente.
We're here today on charges out of Tucson City Court. I'm Judge Hazel. You're on charges of harassment by communication. I am going to release you and give you a new court date on January the 20th, 2026 at 1:30 PM in Tucson City Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, and commit no acts of domestic violence. You are being released. Again, your new court date is January the 20th, 2026 at 1:30 in Tucson City Court. You must appear at that time and abide by those release conditions. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck to you. You're being released.
Paul.
Yes.
Gonzalez, Paul.
Yes.
Dubnik.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Paul Gonzalez.
Sir, you're here today because you're on charges of failure to comply with the court order.
Correct.
What I'm going to do is set your bond at $500 and give you a new court date. That new court date is December the 23rd at 1:30 PM with Judge Million.
So does that bond mean sorry, go ahead.
Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. I am appointing the Office of the Tucson Public Defender to represent you.
I don't have anywhere to go. Besides that, I've been told I can't go. That's where all my stuff is at. If I can't go back and talk to the victim or the place where I was violated, then I have nowhere else to go.
Okay, well,
Everything I own is right there. When you say a bond of $500, that means I'm going to be held until the bond is paid.
yes. So your new court
So I'm
date,
not being released today.
no, you're not being released today.
Okay, I just want to make sure. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure that because I want to make sure everything's clear. So when I do talk to the proper people about what happened in the situation, how all this all went down, I want to make sure I get this right.
All
I
right.
want to make sure.
Good luck to
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
People are gonna fucking pay. People are gonna fucking pay.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Charlene Madrid.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on new charges out of the city of Tucson. Those charges are disorderly conduct, domestic violence. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of January the 20th, 2026 in Tucson City Court at 1:30 PM in Tucson City Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, commit no acts of domestic violence. You are being released. Your new court date is January 20th, 2026. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah. Thank you. He loves.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Zachary Elam?
Your full name?
Yes, Zachary Allen Elam.
So this is not Gutierrez. What number are we on? Okay, sir, you're here today charged with
Judge will waive reading of the charges.
new charges. You also have a warrant out of Tucson City Court. State have a position on release on this matter.
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $10,000 given the probation case, which is the same offense as well as the criminal history.
Okay, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond for Mr. Elam. I'll note that he does have strong community ties. He's lived here for 32 years. He does have employment as a cook at IHOP, but he would not be able to post a $10,000 bond at this time. He also has no recent failures to appear, and I can provide him with resources to help him with getting identification and knowing where he needs to go after he's released from custody.
All right, thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in the felony matter. I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 cash secured pretrial if bond is posted. Set the matter for a preliminary hearing on December the 24th at 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply. Also appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Let's go on to your Tucson City case now as well. You have new charges out of the city of Tucson. On that matter, I'm going to release you and set your matter for a non-transport review on January the 16th, 2026 at 9 a.m. I am going to appoint the Office of the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you in that matter. So on your Tucson cases, you are released, sir. Good luck to you. On this one, the printed form has 2025 on it for the the video review date with Judge Cole. See. With,
You gave them a non-transfer review, right?
yeah. So you see the pre-printed date says 2025.
Oh, yeah, it is. No, but it should be 26.
I don't know if that's the right date or not, but
No, it is the right. Sure.
They're 41, 42.
sure.
Order.
Hi, can I, please?
Hi, Carter Gutierrez.
I am Judge Paisley. I'm here today on disorderly conduct, domestic violence cases out of the city of Tucson. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of January 20th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. with Judge Millian at Tucson City Court. You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, commit no acts of domestic violence. So you are being released, okay?
All right, thank you very much.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Your release.
Hi, can I have you, please? I think the jail might be muted. Can I have your name, please?
Your name,
What's your name?
the judge was asking what your name.
Your name. Julie Valenzuela.
Is this Miss Thomas?
Yes, Your Honor, this is Thomas.
Ms. Thomas, you're here today on charges of robbery and possession of drug paraphernalia and aggravated assault.
Ma'am, what's in my purse?
Okay, does the state have a position on release on this matter?
Judge, as to the first case, or I guess the aggravated assault case, the state recommends a bond of $50,000, given the criminal history, status on probation, and nature of the offense. And then as for the other case, the state's recommending a bond of $10,000.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I would ask for more nominal bonds for Ms. Thomas. I'll note that she is unemployed and homeless, so any bond would
I'm
have
on
an
exit
impact.
ice for. I'm supposed to go to the hospital. Like, do
And she has noted that she is disabled and is SMI. She has no recent failures to appear. So for those reasons, Judge, I would ask for a more nominal bond in her case. And I would ask that any bonds imposed be imposed concurrently.
Thank you. What I'm going to do is set a bond of $2,000 cash secured in each case, not concurrent. Set this matter for preliminary hearing on December the 24th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court here in downtown Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply in all cases. That'll be a cash secured bond, pretrial if posted. Commit no acts of, no crimes, no alcohol, no drug. Possess no firearms, no contact with any victims, and don't return to any crime scene. Lastly, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender in all proceedings. So ma'am, your next court date is the 24th. Bond has been set at $20,000 in total. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Tina Marie Gates.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a warrant out of Canal County. You failed to appear for a felony DUI charge. Judge set your bond at $2,500. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Judge, the state does not have a position given it's an out-of-county warrant.
Okay, attorney for the defendant.
May I have 1 moment to speak with Ms. Begay?
He also does have a holdout at our Superior Court as well.
Your Honor, I will note that Ms. Begay has been looking for employment. She's in the process of submitting applications. She does have stable housing with her mom here in Tucson, so she does have strong community ties here.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to set the bond at $2,500 cash secured. Set this review hearing on January the 14th, 2026, to make sure that she's being transported as necessary. Standard release conditions: she posts the bond and include supervision by pretrial services, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, commit no acts of domestic violence. So on this case, ma'am, we're going to set this for review so that if you're released, we'll make sure you get transported to Pinal County. If you post the bond and are released on all charges, you need to make sure that you go up there and appear before the court in Florence. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Donnie, you want to stand up, please? We're going to walk over around the place. Did you come to right? Something that next. How does it get? Next. See what it? And sit down. Let's lean down.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Take your toes.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on possession of narcotic drugs for sale, possession of drug paraphernalia, misconduct involving a weapon. The state have a position on Mr. Chavez's case?
Your Honor, the state's okay with pretrial services.
Attorney for the defendant?
Agree that pretrial services is appropriate here.
Okay, I'm going to release the defendant, give him a new preliminary hearing on January the 5th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court here in downtown Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, and a direct that he surrender any firearms and he be supervised by pretrial services. Lastly, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent him in all proceedings. Sir, your next court date is January the 5th, 2026. You are being released. If you have any firearms at home, you must surrender those to the police. Good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Martha Denise Clark Acosta.
Okay, you're here today because you have a warrant out of Superior Court. Failed to appear in court on a felony shoplifting charge and a disorderly conduct charge. The judge set your bond at $1,500. You also have new charges out of Justice Court. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state would recommend the $1,500 amount listed in the warrant.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, my notes note that Ms. Clark Costa is being held without bond on maybe another matter. I do think a nominal bond would be appropriate here. I would note that she has lived here for 10 years and she is currently homeless and unemployed, so any bond would have the impact of holding her in custody at this time.
All right, thank you. On the Superior Court matter, I'm going to set the arraignment for the 22nd at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to set the bond at $1,500. Cash secured the amount in the original warrant. If she is released for any reasons, she'll be supervised by pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, not to return to the incident location, and not have any contact with any victims. Let's go on to her other case now. She has new charges of shoplifting and disorderly conduct or possession of drug paraphernalia out of the Justice Court. On those two misdemeanor charges, I am going to release her. Give her a new court date of the 24th at 8:30 in the morning in Justice Court in downtown Tucson. I will note that she's being held on other charges so the court can take the appropriate actions. Standard release conditions will apply in that, including not return to the scene of the crime, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Okay, ma'am, your next court date is the 24th. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Fuentes.
Hi, sir. Can I have your name, please?
Cassandra Alicia Mondigas Fuentes.
Okay, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on new charges of aggravated assault on a police officer. You also have warrants out of the city of Tucson. The state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state has no objection to pretrial services release.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, we agree that pretrial services would be appropriate. Cassandra is a lifelong resident and is currently homeless and unemployed, so any bond would have the impact of holding her in custody. We think pretrial is appropriate.
All right, I'm going to release her and give you a preliminary hearing on December the 24th at 1:30 p.m. Release her through the supervision of pretrial services. Release conditions will include appointing the public defender, no contact with any victims, don't return to the incident location, no alcohol, drugs, no firearms. She is being released on her felony matter. Let's go on to her. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the new court date is going to be January 5th. I misspoke. Let's go on to her misdemeanor matters out of the city of Tucson now. She had several warrants out of the city of Tucson. On the Tucson matters, I'm going to release her, give her a new court date of January the 14th, 2026 at 9:30 a.m. in Tucson City Court. So, ma'am, you are being released. Your court dates are January the 5th and January the 14th. Good luck to you.
Garcia.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jose Andres Garcia.
Sir, you're charged with possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance. State have a position on this matter?
Judge, the state recommends pretrial services release as well as a steps toward hearing.
Does the attorney for the defendant agree, and does the defendant waive time?
Yes to both, Your Honor.
Sir, I'm going to release you and set you for a steps hearing. A steps hearing is a program where you can complete the classes and get your case dismissed. That hearing will be on December the 23rd at 9 a.m. I'm releasing you through the supervision of pretrial services. Your preliminary hearing will be on January 28th at 1:30 PM. If you complete the class, the case will be dismissed. Good luck to you, sir.
Hey, thank you, sir.
My apologies, I misheard. Which office is appointed?
The public defender.
Thank you. My apologies, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Sue Gomez.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of narcotic drug. State have a position on this matter?
Judge, the state's moving to dismiss the case without prejudice.
Okay, sir, the prosecutor's moving to dismiss your case, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So your case is dismissed and you are being released. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Nicholas.
Hi, sir, can I have your name?
Nicholas Angel Orenia.
Yeah, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on multiple things today. You have a warrant out of Superior Court. You failed to appear on a narcotic drug violation, a paraphernalia charge. And the judge issued a bond for your warrant for your arrest and set the bond. First, on the Superior Court warrant, does the state have a position?
Judge, as for the warrant case, the state recommends a bond of $1,100, which is the warrant amount.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I would ask for release of pretrial services for Mr. Guerra. It looks like he maybe did not receive the paperwork from the court with the notice of supervening indictment. For those reasons, Judge, I would ask for him to have a chance on pretrial services.
All right, thank you. On that matter, I'm going to set the bond at $1,100. Set the matter for an arraignment on the 22nd at 1:30 PM. Appoint the office of the public defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Note that he does have holds out of Justice Court and Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Okay, let's go on to the new charge. He has new charges of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia out of Justice Court. State have a position on the new charge.
Judge, the state would recommend a $500 bond as well as a steps court hearing.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, given the bond imposed on this other matter, I do think it's appropriate for him to have a nominal bond on this case, just so he's earning time credit. And we would also ask for a steps hearing in court.
All right, I'm going to set the bond at $500 cash secured, pretrial if posted with standard release conditions that I went over earlier. Appoint the office of the public defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. I'm going to set the steps hearing on the 23rd and the preliminary hearing on the 24th. Both the steps hearings at 9 a.m. The preliminary hearings at 1:30 p.m. Bonds are posted. You must appear at those dates. Let's go on to your next case. You have a warrant out of Justice Court for possession of drugs. On that case, I'm going to set your bond at $100, and I'm going to give you a new court date for the 16th and appoint a lawyer to represent you, Janet Altschuler. Your bond will be $100 in that matter. So you will have court on Tuesday as well. Let's go on to your Tucson City warrants now. You have 3 warrants out of the city of Tucson for shoplifting and drug charges. What I'm going to do in those cases is set your bond at $100, appoint the office of the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you in all further proceedings. I'm going to set this matter for a video review on the 24th at 1:45 p.m. in Tucson City Court. If you are released for whatever reason, you must appear on January the 14th, 2026 at 9 a.m. in Tucson City Court. So your bond on your Tucson City Court cases is $100. So your total bond is $1,700. Good luck to you, sir.
Guys,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Nathan Hernandez?
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. State have a position on this matter?
Judge, the state's moving to dismiss the case without prejudice.
guy, over there, stop.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Okay, on the felony matter, I am dismissing the matter at the state's request. Sir, you have multiple warrants out of the city of Tucson. Let's take a look at those. You have DUI and drug charge warrants out of the city of Tucson. We set the bond at $100 and give you a new court date of December the 24th at 1:45 p.m. in Tucson City Court. If you are released and post the bond 20th, 2026 at 2 p.m. In this matter, I am appointing the office of the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you. So your total bond is $100. If you post it, you will be released, but you must appear in Tucson City Court. Good luck to you, sir.
Pero,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
It's Sarah Herrera.
You're here today because you have a warrant out of Pinal County Superior Court. The judge set the bond in the amount of $10,000. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Judge, the state won't take a position on this matter.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, may I have a moment to speak with Ms. Herrera?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond for her case. She is a lifelong Arizona resident. She does live in Tucson with her grandparents. She works for her grandparents at this time, and they heavily rely on her to help run their business. Her grandfather recently had a stroke, so she is effectively running their business on their behalf. She does have an attorney in her Pinal County case, and she has been working with her attorney on resolving this case and getting everything in order. So, Your Honor, I would ask for her release to pretrial services so she can continue doing that.
All right, thank you. I'm going to affirm the bond amount of $10,000, set the matter for a review hearing on January the 14th. If you post the bond and is released, I'll recommend supervision through pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Ma'am, the process is that Pinal County will be notified and you'll be transported up there for a hearing. Good luck to you.
Miles,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Email Miles?
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. State have a recommendation on this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends pretrial services as well as a steps court hearing.
Defense agree, and do they waive time?
Yes to both, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you on this felony matter. Set the matter for a steps hearing or a diversion hearing on the 23rd. If you complete that program, your case will be dismissed. Set the matter for a preliminary hearing on January 28, 2026. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no weapons, and I'm appointing the Office of Public Defender to represent you. So on this matter, you are being released. Let's go on to your Tucson City Court charges now. You have a charge out of the city of Tucson as well. That's a paraphernalia charge. I am going to release you on this Tucson City matter as well. Set the matter for January the 13th, 2026 at 9:30 a.m. in Tucson City Court. So you are being released on all matters. Make sure that you make support for it, especially so that you can get that case dismissed. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name,
Oh,
please?
and Carlos.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charge of the possession of narcotics, possession of dangerous drugs. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends pretrial services as well as a steps court hearing.
Attorney for the defendant, do you agree and do you waive time?
Yes to both, Your Honor.
Sir, I'm going to set this matter, I'm going to release you through the supervision of pretrial services. I'm going to appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. I'm going to set this matter for a steps hearing on January or December the 23rd at 9 a.m. That's a program that if you complete, you'll be able to get your case dismissed. I'm going to set it for a preliminary hearing on January 28th. I am appointing the Office of the Legal Defender to represent you in all further proceedings. So you are being released with the opportunity to have your case dismissed by completing the program. Good luck. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, apologies. Was that public defender or legal defender?
Legal Defender.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. To get up and go where they tell me.
Morales, you're good. Stand up. Morgan?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
William West Preston Morgan.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of organized retail theft, possession of drug paraphernalia. The state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $2,500.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I'm asking for release to pretrial services for Mr. Morgan. I'll note that he has no recent failures to appear. He has no violent criminal history. He is a lifelong Tucson resident, and he is disabled and living on a fixed income. For those reasons, Your Honor, I would ask for his release to pretrial services.
Thank you. I'm going to set the bond at $1,000 cash secured following release conditions, preliminary hearing on December the 24th. Other conditions, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no contact with any victims, and don't return to the scene of the crime. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. If bond is posted, he'll be supervised through pretrial services. Sir, I'm setting a preliminary hearing for your case on December the 24th. Good luck to you, sir.
Amber?
Ma'am, can I have your name, please?
Amber Nethery.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of armed robbery. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $50,000 given the extensive criminal history and the nature of the offense.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, may I have a moment to speak with Ms. Netherby?
Yes, please.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond for Ms. Netherby. I'll note that she is unemployed. She has been looking for work. She's just been having a difficult time. She currently resides with her fiance here in Tucson, and she does have a wide network of family who live here in Tucson. So she does have a strong community network here that will, motivate her to appear for her court date, stay in the area, and resolve this case. For those reasons, Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services.
All right, thank you. I'm going to set the bond at $10,000 cash secured and set this matter for a preliminary hearing on the 24th at 1:30 p.m. If bond is posted, I'll recommend supervision through pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no acts of domestic violence. I'm going to direct you have no contact with any victims and not return to the incident location. Lastly, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent her. Next, she has a charge out of the city of Tucson. On that matter, I am going to release her and set the matter for a non-transport review on January the 16th. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent her with standard release conditions, including no contact with any victims. So ma'am, your new court date is the 24th. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Sergio,
Yes. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Sergio Quesada.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with shoplifting and resisting arrest, and you also have 4 warrants out of the city of Tucson. State have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $5,000.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I'm asking for release to pretrial services for Mr. Quezada. I'll note that he has no violent criminal history. He is currently unemployed, so any bond would have the impact of holding him in custody at this time.
Thank you. I'm going to set the bond at $2,000 cash secured. Set the matter for preliminary hearing on the 24th. Pretrial if bond is posted. Appoint the Office of the Public Defender. So release conditions, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. Let's go on to your 4 Tucson City warrants now. On your Tucson City warrants, I'm going to set this matter for a video review on the 24th at 1:45 p.m. in Tucson City Court. I am going to appoint the Office of the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you. If you are released, I'm going to recommend that your order that you appear on the 9th of January, 2026 at 9 a.m. Standard release conditions will apply in this matter. So your next court dates are the 24th. Good luck to you.
Romero.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Say Jesus Romero.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with attempted armed robbery, aggravated assault, disorderly conduct. Does the state have a position on this matter? You also have a Tucson City case as well.
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $20,000 due to the nature of the offense as well as the active NVCA flag.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I am asking for release to pretrial services for Mr. Romero. I'll note that he has no violent priors, no prior felony convictions. He does have one prior failure to appear in the last 2 years, but just the one. He is currently unhoused and currently does not have a significant source of income, so any bond would have the impact of holding him in custody at this time.
All right, thank you. On this matter, I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 cash secured, set the matter for a preliminary hearing on the 24th at 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no acts of violence, no contact with any victims, don't return to the incident location. Lastly, on that matter, I am appointing the Office of Public Defender on this matter. Sir, your next court date is the 24th on your felony matter. Your bond has been set at $5,000, cash secured. Pretrial if the bond is posted. For Tucson City cases now. You have charges out of the city of Tucson. I'm going to set the matter for non-transport review on January the 16th at 9 a.m. I am going with standard release conditions, and I am going to appoint the Office of the Tucson Public Defender to represent you. So good luck to you, sir.
Rodney?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Rodney H. Lou?
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, violation of order protection, DV assault, strangulation, and burglary. The state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $60,000 given the nature of the offense, including intimate partner strangulation, as well as an active NVCA flag.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, may I have a moment to speak with Mr. Schlupe?
Sure.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond for Mr. Schlupe. I'll note that he is employed as a furnace technician. He is a lifelong resident here in Tucson, and although his family are not in Tucson anymore, he does have a strong community network of friends here, and he does not live with the victim, so there's no issue with housing.
All right, thank you. I'm going to set the bond at $50,000 cash secured. Pretrial bond is posted. Set the matter for a preliminary hearing on January the 24th at 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, no alcohol, no drugs. And lastly, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Sir, your next court date is January the 24th. Good luck to you, sir.
You all right?
My apologies. I believe that should be December 24th.
Yeah, December. I'm sorry. I just misspoke. It's January.
Thank you, Your Honor. My apologies.
Oh, corrected me.
That bond is what?
50,000.
50. Okay.
Siegel?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jason Samuel Siegel.
So you're here today charged with aggravated harassment. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state would recommend a bond of $30,000. The state does understand the nature of the offense before the court today. However, the defendant has 8 prior convictions and has 6 pending misdemeanor domestic violence cases, all with the same victim. So the state does have serious concerns for her safety.
Okay, and I would believe we do have a victim on the line today. If someone's here as a victim to speak, can I have your name, please?
Brianna Caldwell.
What would you like to tell me, ma'am? I'm Judge Hazel. The purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions. What would you like to tell me about his relief conditions?
Judge, I would also like the $30,000 bond. This defendant will not leave me alone. I have had to change my phone number, change job locations. I'm selling my house, and he has done nothing but deteriorate in his communications towards me. I have only an email address, and unfortunately, due to the fact that I'm selling my house, I cannot change that at the time. I have blocked him at least 15 times on the email, and he just creates a new one to contact me. He's trying to manipulate me to get him to come back into my home, and he has assaulted me on a couple occasions. So I would prefer that he not have any access to me, as he has violated the order of protection.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, can I have a moment to speak with Mr. Siegel?
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Go ahead. Go ahead, counsel.
I apologize for interrupting. I was going to take the moment while they were talking to ask if the state could have the assigned prosecutor reach out to me when it's convenient.
Okay, it's on the record. Let the attorney for the defendant speak now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond in this case. I'll note that Mr. Siegel has no violent priors. This current allegation is not a violent offense either. He has lived here for 20 years. He does have employment with Albertsons and has friends and family in the area. And he does have housing separate from the victim. And he's willing to do whatever pretrial services asks of him in order to, assure the safety of the community and the victim in this case.
Thank you. I'm going to set the
Yes.
I'm going to set.
Sorry.
Let me talk, please. I'm going to set the preliminary hearing on December 24th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to set the bond at $30,000 cash secured. Pretrial bond is posted. Release conditions are no alcohol, no drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms, no contact with the victim in any way. Don't return to any incident locations or the victim's residence or work. Finally, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. So, sir, on your felony matter, your new court date is December the 24th. Let's go on now to your misdemeanor matters out of the city of Tucson. You have a new charge of violation of a court order. On that matter, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. Appoint the Office of the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you in all further proceedings. I'm going to set the matter again for the 23rd. And with standard release conditions that I went over in the felony matter. So you're going to have court on the 23rd and 24th. In all matters, you're going to have a public defender. Good luck to you.
Are you able to do free trial as well for the misdemeanor?
Sir, I've made my order. Oh, ma'am, you can disconnect. The victim can
Thank you.
do the disconnect. We're done with his case. We're just waiting for the next defendant to come up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Yes, sir. Stacy Smith.
Sir, you can go out.
Okay, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on 6 interim complaints alleging felony theft and shoplifting related cases. Does the state have a recommendation on these 6 different cases?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a bond of $7,500 as to each case, which would be $45,000 total. The defendant has a long history of these offenses. She has 7 prior convictions, and obviously, given the totality of the interim complaints, this is continued conduct that has occurred over months.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I am asking for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond for Ms. Smith. I'll note that she has no recent failures to appear. She's lived here 17 years. She is disabled, and so any bond is going to have the impact of holding her in custody, and she is entitled to a presumption of innocence until proven guilty.
Thank you. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all matters. I'm going to set the bond at $2,500 on each case through cash or secured and if posted through pretrial services. The following release conditions are going to apply. No contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crimes. No alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. I'm going to set the matter again for preliminary hearings on December the 24th on all cases, and the bond is consecutive to each other. So, ma'am, your next court date is the 24th. Your bond, according to my math, is $15,000 in total. If you post the bond and are released, you must appear at all future court hearings. If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Cody Boyd Thorne.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of criminal damage and endangerment. The state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state has no objection to pretrial services release.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, we agree that pretrial services would be appropriate here.
Sir, I'm going to release you, give you a new court date of January 5th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. for a preliminary hearing at the Justice Court downtown Tucson. I'm going to order that you be supervised through pretrial services. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the incident location, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. You are being released. Your next court date is January the 5th. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Turnbull.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Turnbow.
You're here today because you have new charges of possession of dangerous drugs and a interim complaint for theft and the 7 warrants from the city of Tucson. The state have a position on the felony matter.
Judge, as for the felony, the state is moving to dismiss without prejudice.
Okay, on the felony matter, sir, I am dismissing your case at the request of the county attorney. All right, let's go on to your Justice Court new charge of theft. On that new charge, I'm going to set your bond at $100, give you a new court date tomorrow at 1 p.m. in Justice Court, and appoint Janet Altschuler to be your lawyer. Let's go on to your 7 warrants from the city of Tucson now.
And then we had no.
In your Tucson warrants, I'm going to set your bond at $100. I'm going to give you a new court date for a video review on the 22nd at 1:45 p.m. and the same date and time if you do bond out. I am going to appoint the Office of Tucson City Public Defender to represent you, and I'm going to post standard release conditions with the initial condition that you not return to any scene of the crime. So your total bond, sir, has been set at $100. Your new court dates are tomorrow and the 22nd. Good luck to you, sir.
No, I'll get out right now because I'm not going to go to the mechanic right now. Right now.
Is there anything further from the state today?
What? We're good? Go back up there.
Any further from the public defender?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, everybody.
All right, sir, what's your name there at Aho? And you guys need to unmute him, please. Aho, can you unmute Mr. Mendez and we'll do him first? No?
Once they do unmute him, Judge, this is Carter Santini appearing for the accused. He's actually scheduled for, this was a failure to appear, at least on our, I don't know if there's a misdemeanor tagging along with it, but this was a failure to appear for pretrial, and he's set for an IA on that warrant on Tuesday in Division SR for Judge Bell.
So you're saying we shouldn't be seeing him, or?
That is what I think.
Okay. All right.
So I think we might need to order him transported here.
Huh, I don't know if I can do that kind of thing. Let's see. Can you guys unmute him, or are you trying to figure it out? Thank you. What do you think? If he already has a pre-trial, it's a failure. Quash the warrant and just confirm it, do you think? What date did you have for me?
I have Tuesday, so the 16th in front of Division SR.
At what time?
9 a.m.
All right, we'll try it, I'm sure. Blame it on me again. And it's a pre-trial?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So, do I need to set a bond?
No, I think he'd just be held on the warrant until that initial appearance when his attorney can address it.
And he already has a public defender?
I think so, but I don't have the name. Maybe.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Mendez, I'm gonna do what counsel is saying I should do since I don't know what to do. And oops, wait, it changed my time for me. So, I am going to reappoint the public defender and hold you on the warrant until the pre-trial date of December 16th at 9 a.m. And I'll write transport counsel, but I don't know if anyone will listen to me or if I'm even allowed to do that here, but I'll try it.
I think we set that also as an IA on a bench warrant.
Oh, okay, not as a pretrial, just as an IA.
I think that'd be perfect as an IA on a bench warrant.
Okay. It keeps trying to change it to the 16th. Okay. All right, that's what we'll do, the 16th at 9 o'clock, and hope that I'm right. You're right. Okay.
I hope so too.
All right, so that's what we're gonna do, Mr. Mendez. So your attorney will be there on the 16th at 9 o'clock, okay? Okay. All right.
Thank
You are.
you.
Okay. So who are you, ma'am?
Rosetta Anigal.
Okay. All right, Miss Anigal, you are charged with domestic violence assault. And I am going to order you not to have any contact with Randy Small Canyon and not to go to his residence. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. And you need to come back to court in justice court on December 24th at 10:30 or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
December 24th.
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you're released then with those conditions.
That's what.
Thank you.
So you'll be out. So they'll go in that door and then go back into the pit and they'll wait for you and then they'll release you after the work's all finished. So see you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
I see you after the meetings. Here we go.
What's your name?
Aaron Michael Kimbler, Your Honor.
You're charged with domestic violence assault and domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to order you not to have any contact with William Bartholomew and not to return to the incident location. And no acts of domestic violence. Well, actually, I'll say his residence, because if he moves, you can go back there. But if he doesn't, you need to not go back there while he's there.
Okay.
And then come back to court in justice
Okay.
on December 24th at 10:30.
Your Honor, ma'am.
Okay, that's me first, sir.
What, sir?
Did he return with an escort to retrieve his belongings?
Just
Yep.
enough. So I don't need every single thing, but just enough. I stay at my fiance's girlfriend's, whatever you want to call it, but I had 2650 North Pittsburgh. Put that on there. But I will be going there. I have a place to go, so it works out.
Yes, you could return with a police escort to get your belongings.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank
So
you.
you'll be released to go back out there, and then we'll
Okay.
chat soon.
All right. Thank you
All right,
very
let's go.
much, Your Honor and sir.
Yeah, no worries.
Miss? Second. What were you saying?
It's not. I'm good.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Hello, Your Honor. Yes, Damian Smith.
All right. Is Miss Rodriguez an intimate partner?
She would like your girl.
No, kind of, sort of. As nothing was written in stone. We have our own separate bedrooms.
All right. I am going to order you not to have any contact with Miss Rodriguez and not to return to her residence and commit no acts of domestic violence. And you have to come back to city court on January 14th at 10 a.m. or a warrant will issue for your arrest. All right.
I will be there. Can I show you something?
No, don't talk to your attorney about it. Be okay. She won't be able to do anything.
I just want her.
Yeah, I hear you. Talk to your attorney about it.
Oh, good to go.
We're good.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thanks, bud.
All right, no worries.
Hello, Your Honor.
What's your name, sir?
Norberto Carrasco.
All right. Counsel, you waiving reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, sir, the state is asking for $100,000 bond. Counsel, did you want to be heard? Defense.
Oh, thank you, Judge. Sorry. Yes, Judge, just briefly, waiting towards his release. He has lived in 24 years. He does have stable residence, and he's full-time employed as a sales associate. He has no prior felony or relevant misdemeanor history. He's a 1-1 on the scales. So those do waive towards his release. If you are inclined to hold him, Judge, we would ask for a more reasonable bond of $1,100, noting his indigency and lack of priors.
All right. I am going to appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Carrasco. Order him not to have any contact with the victim, not to return to the incident location, no firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to hold him on a $75,000 bond, pretrial services if posted. And the preliminary hearing will be December 24th at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Oops, I gave you the only one you wanted. Oh, wait, no, there's this person.
David?
Where's her recommendation on Sutton? Thank you. All right, what's your name, sir?
Jeremy David.
I'm sorry, what?
Jeremy David.
Jeremy David. As in also David Sutton? Or no?
No.
So who is this person, you all?
I don't see him on the list.
Something is in 45.
Oh.
Never mind, sir. He's not on the court list.
Sorry. Good catch. How you doing, Deputy? See you. Yes.
Your Honor, I was gonna ask you, for the whole, is that just gonna be a continued to Ann?
Yeah.
If I just grab a second.
What to do with Mr. So for Sutton's flat staff. Fifth? Okay. What's your name, sir?
David Michael Sutton.
Let's see. Counsel, you want to waive the reading of the felony charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And the state is asking for, I don't know, do I have a recommendation from the state? I have pretrial, but I don't think I have a recommendation. Unless it got stuck on my wrong piece of paper. Mr. Terrace, did you make a recommendation?
I did, Judge. The state's recommendation is 50,000, given the nature of the offense and his 11 prior convictions.
Ah, okay. All right. Does the defense want to be heard?
Judge, we'd ask for a more reasonable bond of $1,100, noting his indigency. It does look like there's an older warrant from 2022, but judging by his booking sheet, if those priors are correct, he'd been to prison since those warrants have issued, so I just don't think it was able to deal with it. I'm weighing towards his release. It does note that he has employment, but I would ask for a more reasonable bond.
Okay. All right. I am going to order the defendant, I'll appoint the public defender, no return to any of the incident locations, no contact with any of the victims, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I think 50,000 is reasonable given the history and all the cases I've got on him tonight even. Pretrial services have posted and the preliminary hearing will be December 24th at 1:30. And then let's see, we'll go through all the rest of the stuff here for Mr. Sutton. So Mr. Sutton, you got a bunch of misdemeanors out of justice court. So I'm gonna hold you on a $500 bond on all of those. Robin Ald will represent you on all of those. And we'll review you tomorrow or we'll remove you. Oh, wrong case. Robin Ald won't admit. On the Flagstaff case, I'm gonna hold you on a $500 bond because you have a Flagstaff warrant. I'll hold you on a $500 bond, and that one will be reviewed January 5th at 9 a.m. And then on your misdemeanor failures to appear in justice court, I'm going to hold you on a $500 bond and appoint Robin Ald. And that will be set for tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And why can't they all just fill in, or none of them fill in? They just decide. Hold on, sir. We got a bunch of city code cases too. What is that terrible noise, you guys? Okay, so all of your justice court cases are set for tomorrow. You might not be seen, but that's when they're set. And you have city court cases, a mountain of those too, Mr. Sutton. So on those, I will also hold you on a $500 bond and appoint a city public defender to represent you. And set your case for December 22nd at 1:45. And that should be it. Right.
Now I'm going to not to tell you next steps. Best of luck, Dave. Sure.
All right. If I just find my name and appoint the public. Will you fill in the date for me? Yeah. And I'm just gonna release him, but I want them all, even this one that's the quash warrant or whatever it is. I want them all in Judge Blue's video review, even though I'm only holding them on one bond. Okay. Thank you. All right. We don't have a defendant anyway. I'm good. Okay.
Yes. These machines, they can do it. So yeah, John. John.
What's your name, sir?
John, do it, sure.
John Devonshire? Okay. Charged with possession of a dangerous drug, possession of a narcotic drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS. It requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate in the program, these felony drug accusations are permanently dismissed. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear anything. Yeah.
It's pretty out there.
So I'm going to start again and hope that I can be heard by the people in the courtroom. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS. It requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug charges in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in the STEPS program, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, counsel, looks like he's got an ATO hold. I was thinking $500. I know Mr. Terrace asked for $1,000. I'm thinking $500. Give him the step state and give him the in custody date for the PA. Does that work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, sir, I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to set a bond of $500 so you get credit while you're in there on the APO hold. The steps hearing will be December 23rd at 9, and the preliminary hearing will be December 24th at 1:30. And that should be it.
I don't think I've got to about it. But you'll have to deal with the patients now. But it should be good. So that if you're eligible for it, they'll dismiss that new felony. Right. All right. That's the luck, man. All right.
Kevin.
What's your name, sir?
Pedro Macarena.
You are charged with domestic violence, with aggravated domestic violence and domestic violence aggravated assault, strangulation, and defense. The state's asking for a $50,000 bond. Did you want to be heard?
Yes, Judge, weighing towards his release, he is a lifelong Tucsonan. He's a 2 on the FTA scale. The alleged victim is not objecting to his release, and he does live separate and away from her, confirmed by the alleged victim. And I believe he has some information for me, Judge. If you may just hold on 1 second. But if you're not inclined to release him, Judge, we'd ask for a more reasonable $1,100 bond.
Okay. I am not inclined to release him since he's on probation for domestic violence and has a history of domestic violence arrests and convictions according to pretrial. So I will appoint the public defender to represent him, order him not to have any contact with Alexis McFarlane, not return to her residence or work, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms, no acts of domestic violence, a $50,000 bond, pretrial services if posted, and December 24th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing. All right, thank you all. Good night.
Yeah, Your Honor.